to the National Football League. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Herbert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
That's good. 4 up Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a run with McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff, now Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
With extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Wilson's
and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And an Eagles first down.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Incomplete on the throwaways.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Falcons 7, Eagles nothing.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
Herbert now. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Wilson's pass complete to number 82.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pick.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Again, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Wilson will throw again.
38-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
14. Eagles, nothing.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Falcons 17. Eagles nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stumping that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Will Disley, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know
Herbert has it knocked free.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Devin Singletary, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far.
Well, that came a little abruptly here.
Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their...
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 88 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
7 brings up 2nd and
now
3
Sanders
at the 32-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down
from the gun. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
44-yard line.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Now Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Falcons 24.
Well, that's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Falcons, 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Christian McCaffrey.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good.
The field goal is good.
And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
27, Eagles 8.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Armstrong. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle. Open is Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Complete.
A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Sanders.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now Wilson. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 19-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
The onside kick recovered.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? I think that's what went down. I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. It's Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Armstrong. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. With stiff arms, spin move, and zone, score. Sideline, touchdown, I put on